O'Donnell, 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 O'Donnell. Why do you keep seeing O'Donnells all over the media? Look at the Warren report. Anybody can look this up. Archives.gov. Look at the JFK Warren Commission report. Look at the names. Appendix 5. O'Donnell, Kenneth, Assistant to President Kennedy. Hugh says that Father O'Donnell at Saint Mary Magdalene's in Detroit was his father that he confessed to. I think it's this very same guy right here, O'Donnell Kenneth, even though you won't see anywhere in any of the reports that he was served at this church, Saint Mary Magdalene. Now, this is the same church where Hugh went, where that $5 billion massive payout, the biggest payout in the church's history for all the pedophile abuse. Remember, Hugh talks about being in this very same community, being locked and tortured and raped by the families of 5 governors just right down the street from this place right here. Oh, and look at this. Convict sues Detroit Archdiocese, a visiting priest, for 7 months in 1976 at Hazel Park. What's 76? That's the real year of Jimmy Hoffa's murder, not 75, like you often see how the CIA changed it in the media. It's really 76 when Hoffa died. So here we go, Hazel Park, Saint Mary Magdalene's Church. Okay, Father O'Donnell was there, and you have O'Donnell in the Warren report. I believe it's the same man. Okay, now you have Hugh Francis Squire. What's the Pope's name? Pope Francis, right? Now, we have O'Donnell's frickin' everywhere. Look at this, August 11th. You thought August 11 was about Tisha B'Av, okay? It is, I got led off by that thought too. We got all this 118 and the bridge and Tisha B'Av. None of that's really what happened, though, is it? Because, look, I was talking yesterday in the last movie, we got Harold Wallace Rosenthal, okay? The conspirator. Is it really about Tisha B'Av? Maybe, because Harold Wallace Rosenthal talked about died August 11th, and he was the guy that whose report was like the one from 1898 about, oh, dang it, I hate it when my brain farts, I can't think of the name of it, but they wrote that conspiracy book back in around 1898 about the Jews taking over the world, and here he is, he dies in August 11th, but did it really have anything to do with the Golden Gate Bridge? Apparently not. I still think the Golden Gate Bridge may get attacked at some time. There's a whole lot of movies, as you can see, that seem to indicate that. A whole lot. But they all mark the 53 also. We'll get into that here in a second. Okay, August 11, 1977. Here's one of our O'Donnells, Kenneth O'Donnell. There's an O'Donnell everywhere, okay? Look at all these O'Donnells. Here's the one that was in the Warren report. August 11, 1977. This is when he died. Remember, Flight 77 on 9/11, 1 month off. It's the same thing. That's really your real connection. You have to understand the rule of Colel. 1 off is the same thing. So 9/11 and August 11 are telling you they're the same thing. He was admitted to Beth Israel Hospital. So there's your Jewish connection right there, isn't it? Oh, and he died at the age of 53. Oh, he was born in 1953. And look, on September 12, that's 1 off. 1977, Flight 77. It's the same thing. Oh, and look at this. Among the attendees were, etc., 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 and Speaker of the House, John William McCormack. Who's McCormack? McCormack's your helicopter pilot who was talking to Hugh on the telephone when he flew his helicopter into this building. Same family as McCormack Spice is. He was your fire chief on 9/11, this guy right here, and he was on the phone with you when he crashed the building. Interesting, isn't it? Oh, and what does Tim McCormack equal in Gematria? 122. What's that? That's 11/22, okay, of Kennedy's assassination date. Same numbers. Not a coincidence. So it's not a big surprise you have Nora O'Donnell, oh, the daughter of Francis O'Donnell. What's the Pope's name? Francis. Hugh's name? Hugh Francis. Okay? They did this on purpose. O'Donnell CBS. CBS was the the White House correspondent, Major Tom Garrett, helped steal all of Hugh's income and helped organize the murder of his wife. Okay, CBS White House correspondent under Obama. Okay, so here you got her taking the Francis name just like the Pope. And you have Kelly O'Donnell. All these O'Donnells happen to cover up. All happen to cover up what happened on JFK. So they have an O'Donnell on like all the stations, right? To make sure, you know, they had Wallace on Fox. We talked about Wallace yesterday, but here's the O'Donnells all covering up for this O'Donnell back here in the Warren Report. Okay? And they're going to make sure that the truth about Kennedy's assassination never gets out. So you have O'Donnell and you have O'Donnell. And even on the radio, you have O'Donnell. In Milwaukee. Oh, Milwaukee is the place where where one of Hugh's wives was abducted by 3 policemen. They eventually murder her on the Manning Ranch in Tennessee. You see how this all goes together, how it's all scripted, how it's all planned out? And Kelly O'Donnell's from Cleveland, where Hugh worked for Acme Cleveland. You have the Roadrunner cartoons marking Acme Cleveland because Hugh worked there. Okay. Born May 17th, she's 54. Right. 54 Ford building over here that McCormack ran into. It'll be interesting to pay attention to her. Then, of course, you have Roseanne O'Donnell, who was on The View. Who started The View? Barbara Walters and Walter Cronkite, who did what? They covered the Kennedy assassination back in '63. Walter and Walter. Walter Cronkite and Barbara Walters. You think that's just coincidence? They just put these names together? Oh, and here you go. Rosie O'Donnell was even on that. You see how all this has to be coordinated by your government? Who else can coordinate all this? See how the media is just a propaganda machine for your government? And how Hugh is, once again, right in the middle of all of it. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.